Hi guys, how you doing? This is RobThomasDayTrader. If you want to watch all of my live day trades today, obviously it's going to be recorded, and then stick around guys, this video is for you. Alright guys, how's everybody doing? Today I am going to be trying a little bit different strategy than I tried last week. If you watched any of the videos from last week or the recaps, you know that I started out with a $500 account balance and lost $180 for the week trading high momentum stocks like Ross Cameron does. Today I'm going to go a little bit back to the basics and trade a little bit safer than I was last week. We're going to be trading leveraged ETFs this week. That is if the stock market's going to be moving much today. Tomorrow's Veterans Day. This is November 10th, 2025. So the market is open tomorrow, but banks are going to be closed, so cash accounts are not going to settle until Wednesday. So I'm not sure if people are going to be trading today or not, but we'll see. If not, we'll just delete this video. You'll never see it. Alright, so I kind of want to show you guys what I do for this system. You set it up. For the basic strategy of this system is we look at the pre-market lows and highs. I'm going to try to focus on just these two leveraged ETFs, SPXS and SPXL today for this first week. And then we do have some other ones that I have over here on the screen. They move a little bit more, like TSLL. Sometimes they move 6-7% a day. But they can be a little rough on the start, like they fake you out. So for this week, I think I'm just going to stick with these two. These are 3x leveraged off of the SPY S&P 500. So we are right at market open now. We're going to see what happens, guys. We're on a 5-minute time frame. Both of these I already have marked out with the highs and lows, and we're going to see what happens. So we'll just give it a second, guys, and see what goes on in this first 5-minute candle. Okay, so we are getting a little bit of market movement at open, so maybe today we'll move. The reason that I have both of these set up is because I have a cash account, so I can't short, so I have to only buy. So these are exact inverses of each other. So if one of them starts making a big move down, or a signal comes up for a down, then we just switch to the other one and buy on it. And what I'm kind of expecting probably from this, if you look at the upper momentum from the day before, and for pre-market, it's going up. But it did jump. It had made a large gap right here, guys. Not a large gap, but for this stock, a large gap, 2%. So, could continue up, but I'm kind of thinking that it may reverse and close this gap and come back down towards the this pre-market low, which is support. But we're going to see what happens. And then the way I am trading today, I'm doing 100% of my account. I'm just going to do one trade. I have my stop loss at 2% max, and I'm just going for a 2% target, 1-to-1, just for this week. And that's probably going to be adjusted. Try to get more of a 1% and 2% risk-reward ratio. And then the better way to trade this strategy, honestly, is to take 2 to 3 trades a day. Like you take your first trade at a lower percentage of your account. If it goes with you, then that's great, then you're done for the day. If it goes against you, then you look for a secondary trade. A lot of these ETFs will move up, and then they'll come down, and they'll give you another opportunity in the middle or close by the support to go way further. Today, I'm not expecting a bunch of huge move. I mean, these stocks don't move huge anyway, 2 to 4% a day at max. But that's why I'm going to kind of try this week, because last week I went with the super high moving stocks, and I was $50 first day, $60 off second day. I did win the third day, $70. and then 2 more red days. So the other trading strategy that I utilize is a high momentum strategy, but it's higher risk, it's high reward, but you really need a larger account to do that trading strategy. So let's just see what happens, guys. Alright guys, and then I should say that last week I started with $500 and lost 180, so we're just kind of grouping that as its own separate deal. This week I added $80, so I'm at 400 now. We're going to be going for a much smaller target. So it looks like price is going to break above this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and buy I'm not sure what that's about. Never had to do that before, maybe because it's easy. Okay, so now we're going to set this up. Alright, so this stock is gonna, this is gonna give us our stop that I want to keep, which is 1%. Actually, this is lower. This isn't right because this is what we actually got in. So 1.5, and then let's just shoot for a 2% move today. Okay. Let's bring our target number here. We'll adjust our stop loss, and then we will see how this trade works out. I'm going to pause for a second, guys. Okay, because I dropped down to the 1 minute chart just to adjust these stops a little bit. So we're going to adjust our stop up to 1.2. Actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and go up to here. Let's take a lot of this risk out. So we're only going to be risking 0.3% on this trade, right? Right here. And we'll see how it goes. Right now we are in profit for a little bit, not much money. Like I said, this week started with $400, and I'm not expecting to try to get a ton of money this week. I just want to be profitable for 1 week. So let's just see how it goes, guys. Okay, and as you can see, guys, the stock is starting to move up. You know, no crazy big numbers, but this strategy isn't super beautiful and sexy, but it's a lot less risk. You can take little small nuggets. If I had more money in my account, I could trade 4 or 5 times a day and make some great money off of these stocks. One thing about this stock, I only have $400 in my account, so the stock is $220, so I probably couldn't get as many shares as I can with like a smaller one. But today, this week, and this whole month, it's just all about trying to be positive. So if I can just be up 2 or 4% this first month, that I'm going to take that as an absolute win. And then my goal is to add $500 a month, or maybe $100, $125 a week, just depending on how work goes. Alright guys, but I'm going to pause it for a sec. Don't go anywhere for you to be instantaneous. Alright, so what I'm going to do now, guys, I'm not a ton in the profit, but I'm going to move my stop loss up a little bit into profit area. That way, we're guaranteed a green day, right? No matter what. Even if it's a tiny, tiny little bit, we have our first green day. Actually, I think I'm going to stay on the 1 minute chart. And let's just see profit-wise where we are. Alright, so percentage-wise, we're only up like 0.1%, which is minuscule. But we're not super concerned about trying to get the biggest percentage right now. Remember, this is our beginning day trading journey. So even if we take some little nuggets, we're going to be good, right? And at first, with just $500 or $400 in the account, we can't trade a lot. We would take 1, maybe 2 trades a day. So, you know, if you get a 0.25% per trade, but right now, once we get up to like $2,500, what we'll probably do is trade more. So, you know, don't be concerned with not making a big percentage on your first week or first month of day trading. Now this stock looks like it may come back down and retest, or it may stop us out. We're not going to be stressed about that, because remember, we already are locked in. So green day, no matter what, even if it's 2 cents, we're going to be green. We're focusing on being positive for the month, being positive for the week first, and then build from that, right? We're not trying to be the best day traders out there, make the most money this first month. We're just trying to get profitable, right? Have some green days, get some confidence going, get some momentum going. So let's just see how this plays out. All right, guys, we are starting to get a little bit more movement up. It did come down close to stopping us out, which is perfectly fine. And I am on the 1 minute chart just to manage this a little bit easier for this video. And we're probably going to lock in some profits a little bit more in a second, but we're going to see if this thing shoots up. Alright guys, we're starting to get some movement in here. We're almost up to 70 cents, which I know, who cares about 70 cents, right? This is not about dollar amounts. This is about being profitable. Honestly, if I can make $1 off this trade, I would be at 0.25%, which is not horrible, guys. I mean, if you look up what average day traders make for trades, it's not 2 and 3 or 4%. It's 0.5 and 0.5% is, you know, unless you're trading like Wes Cameron, you're getting those huge moves, but he's trading with a small portion of his account, and he's trading with $100,000 or $1 million. I'm not sure how much he actually trades. Probably has a couple $1 million in his account and then trades $50,000 or $100,000 on one trade, so he can take those tiny little minuscule. Like, I'm not kidding, guys. I've watched him trade. He works on a 10-second time chart sometimes, which is crazy. Okay, guys, I put another little box on here because this is where I want to get my stop up to. If this goes a little bit higher, this is around 0.2%. We're not going to move it quite yet, but we're going to see. Okay, guys, I stepped away from the chart for a second, but we did get stopped out on this trade. No worries, though, because we locked in profit, right? So don't look at this amount because that's showing from last week. Let's see. Okay, guys, so here, as you can see, last week, red, green, red, but this was with the higher risk trading strategy. Today, green day, number 1. Even though it's only 12 cents, we got stopped out because we went and moved our stop up. Should have went ahead and moved it up to that 0.25% where I wanted to, but it's fine. Like, I was going to move it up to this box, which should have been, but it's fine. Okay. First trading day this week, we got a green day. That's what I'm focusing on, right? Green days across the board, more green days than red days. That's all this week, that's the goal. We're not worried about we only made 12 cents, because once we build up to a higher account, then we can trade more. And if I would have been on the inverse, excess would have been going up. It would have been a higher amount. But that's it, guys, for day 1 of this trading strategy with the ETFs, day trading. I'm not going to be able to trade tomorrow because it's Veterans Day. Even though the market's open, this cash from my trade is not going to settle until Wednesday because the banks are closed. So we'll come back Wednesday for hopefully another green day, and we'll see, you know, probably a little bit more returns on that one, hopefully. But that's it, guys. If you are interested in seeing my journey as a beginning day trader, I'm not 100% newbie, but I haven't traded in a few years, and I've never been profitable ever. I've never had more than 1 month of profitability, so that's my main goal right now, is to get my first month of being positive. I don't care if it's 1%, 2% for the month. I'm going to take it as an absolute win. So if you're interested in following me on my journey, guys, please subscribe to the channel. My name is Rob Thomas, even though I'm rookie day trader, still going to shoot for that day trading status. But that's it, guys. I'll see you Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it.